All right, good afternoon, everybody from Imperial Beach, California. I hope you are having a wonderful day here today. What is it, Marshall? About 1 o'clock or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
about
not.
1 o'clock. Just woke up, got me a coffee here. What is that notification, Rosie? What does it do that?
I have
Is
no
that
idea.
Streamlabs?
I have no idea. I'm on YouTube. How you doing, Winky? What's going on?
Rosie's phone is
Going off all day long, man.
Rosie's phone is autistic
Why do you say that? Huh?
because it just isn't right. Something's not right about
Well,
Rosie's
I get a
phone.
lot of messages all day long. I can't help it. You know, every hangout, Marshall has a tendency to wait till I'm on a hangout and
Oh man.
then message me. I take one of my allergy pills this morning, thus improving the quality of my visit down here. I guess I should have taken this before I started.
So what did you do today on the morning chooch?
I went out and chooched Imperial Beach and did a little bit of a classic chooching. And I went all the way down to the south end of Coastal Highway here, down to the marshlands down there. And there were a lot of boondockers down there. Good morning. How are you, everybody? Good morning to you.
How is how is like the bugs or climate down there compared to up
Nothing.
here? Nothing. It's just the same.
There were a lot of Coast Guard helicopters down there, and I wondered if they had somebody in the marsh there that was trying to make it into the U.S.
Oh,
and got caught in that.
are there any like sharks or anything in there in that marsh?
Not in the marsh, no.
How deep is the water down there?
Well, it can vary to like 8 feet deep at spots, and if you start going across that and you get in trouble, you can have a real hard time. You can sink down and be in trouble. So good morning, everybody. Let me put this on live chat here today. How you doing, Matt and Eric? Stop yawning. Hee. Now I'm tired.
Is
Winky
there
said
any
stop
fishing
yawning.
down there?
Not in the marsh. Yeah, he had a nice long sleep today. I was up and at him about 7 o'clock or so. I just can't seem to sleep past about 7:30 in the morning. But I'll be okay for today.
I asked Rosie if
Hey, for
I always take naps when I'm feeling like I want to rest, but Rosie, I asked her today, "Are you going to take an afternoon nap?" And what did you answer me, Rosie?
I said I haven't had a nap since kindergarten, which is true.
And mentioning
Man,
that,
I don't know if I'm allergic to these palm trees or something down here in this area. I don't know.
now that you mentioned that, Rosie,
What's up, McFly?
I remember the first time I went to school as a kindergartner, and it was about, I don't know, maybe 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and all of a sudden they turned the lights off in the classroom and they said, "It's nap time."
Yep.
And I remember laying my face down on a gym mat on the floor, and I thought to myself, why am I doing this? I'm not even sleeping. And something hit my head and said, you know what? I realized I was in a prison planet. At that time, I knew that the whole system was a lie.
The whole system was a lie.
The system that you people live in.
I
It
sense
all started from elementary school. You're all brainwashed to live a certain life. And at that time, I knew I was in a prison.
I feel a classic rant coming on. How do you listen to, I don't know, hey Sean, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. Hello, Harvey. Nice to see you. Nikki.
The system has
Goldie.
preconditioned all of you to live the lives that you live, because the media and school and television and all that, Hollywood, it's all molded you into who you are. The system, you're just, and you know what my friend says, all of you are a publicly traded commodity on Wall Street because your social security number is your dog tag. You're all owned and operated by the state.
I knew a classic rant was coming.
The only way to be free is to get out of here and get you a van and get out of the system. Get off the grid.
Living the
Be
life.
self-sufficient. Wake up and smell the coffee, folks. You're all owned and operated by the system, and you're at the mercy of the utility companies. You're at the mercy of the government. You don't own your land. You pay property taxes. Try not paying those property taxes and see what happens to your beloved home and land.
See who really owns your property.
See who really owns you. You know, you're owned and operated and manipulated by the state, by the government, by the powers that be, the ruling class, the people who really rule this world.
Oh, man. Classic rant.
And all you 9 to 5 ham and eggers out there.
You should be in there defending President Trump on this.
Yeah. And all you 9 to 5 ham and eggers out there, you're all just making the rich man richer. But YouTube right now has found a way. Look at Uber. They took out the taxi companies. Technology. What's the new way to make money? It's all online based. eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, selling things on Craigslist. The money economy is all based upon the internet. If you don't have an internet business, you're not going to make it in 2019. So YouTube is a new way to make money, just like Uber, just like eBay, Amazon, Craigslist. If you're not making money online, you're not making it in the 21st century.
There's Shamaj says, I'm looking for a van. How about that? How about that?
So get out there, folks. Get yourself a camper van, start a YouTube channel, and start making that money. Get AdSense, get monetized. And if you talk about your Assyrian King Elvis travels, you'll get 1,000 subscribers like Just Darren or Colleen Aloha, or the many, many, many others that ride on the coattails and bask in the shadow and glory of the King of the free world. You'll make a name for yourself. You'll make a little bit of money. Look at Tuk Tuk. He made over $20,000 just talking about me. The most talked about controversial nomad of all time. And I'm with Miss Boyd Mania, the show.
Oh boy, anyway, Kid Cat, good to see you. I always have this morning and afternoon congestion, so I take my allergy pill. Plus, I've been talking too much. Hello, Kathleen Elliott, thank you. I hope I'm not getting laryngitis here.
So I want to tell all the people that are watching here,
Yeah,
right now.
Hey, Norm F, how you doing? The Canadian Clipper.
How you doing, Chairman of the Board? Tonight I decided I'm going to style and profile on TJ. I'm going to go in my Elvis puffy shirt, my high collar puffy shirt, my zip up boots, and I'm going to go there. I'm going to style and profile. I'm going to look as only I can look. And Rosie O'Kelly's going to walk around. I don't know what she's going to wear. But the bottom line is, I hope she brings you some great night content over there of all the girls.
Well, I thought you said that no night content this time. It was all just observation and all observation and being there this time.
I think there's some street food scenes. There's some street food that Rosie needs to hit on.
Thank you.
There's some good night content to be made, and bottom line is, I'm going to make probably some adult-rated nighttime content for Tijuana to show you guys, and one of the greatest cities in the world. And for all you couch potatoes sitting out there, all you people out there, I got to tell you this: get out, get yourself a van, and get out and live life.
Well,
Start instead of watching us. Join us.
I've been
doing
some cinematic editing this morning on Tijuana. Finally got around to some of that. I did want to say, I get these messages. Rosie, is it true that you're money laundering and gun running and drug running in Mexico? And sometimes I don't even know what to say to that stuff. Let's see, will a fifth wheel and truck camper be okay? That'll be fine. Still feeling icky, so you're still in the big screen. I hope you feel better, Cheryl. Norm said, stop telling people what to do.
Hey, for all we know, Rosie could be a Chinese spy sent by the Chinese government here in America as an operative for Google, monitoring your Assyrian King Elvis travels. She could be a special agent for all we know.
Time to take out the king, right?
You know,
hit the kill switch. Yeah, I'm
maybe,
very chilled today. Hey, prepping.
Maybe the Chinese government sent Rosie here as a special agent to monitor the king of the free world. Who knows?
Who knows? Let's see. Yeah, it's too funny. So it's going to be interesting tonight to be over there. We're not going to get away till later this evening and go across. Shouldn't have a lot of crowd over there. I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing. I'll change up some pesos tonight as I go across the border there. Make sure I have some, but I don't really have anything on the agenda. I'm going to have my phone with me, but I've already captured all the night scene, unless something really unusual happens. I've been working on my cinematic videos today for Tijuana, and I'm going to do the night one. I think I got everything I need down there the first time. You're the one who told me get your head out of the camera and look up.
Actually, I'm excited that you can make a little bit more nighttime content. I'm a nighttime person. I love to see the food scene. There's a lot of good food over there to try. All the girls on the street. And I think, I think you should take some advantage of making a little bit of nighttime pre-recorded content. Not really live so much, but I think pre-recorded. I think it'd be cool. I'm not saying do it for a long time, but take advantage of it. I don't care what Rosie says about Las Vegas. I don't care. She can say the bright lights, the big city, the big buildings.
Bright light shining, gonna
but
set
nothing.
my soul.
Las Vegas street life does not compare to Tijuana. It's nothing.
Sell the Rancho. Go bargain hunting on Wall Street. There you go. There's Kitten Cat.
I predict that Rosie O'Kelly in 2020 is going to cash in.
I like the way you think.
She's going to cash in on probably a $750,000 deal on the Rancho. She's going to cash in. And I don't know,
a Road Trek 210 and get out there.
And Rosie's going to get some kind of van. And I don't know where she's going to go, but I got a feeling that Rosie is going to cash in big time on the Rancho. Almost $1 million.
Hey, Spanky.
That probably she's been offered for that big property there. She's going to hit it big.
The Wall Street fire sale is coming soon. Generally, I find that after you have a collapse, you got to wait 2 to 3 years for things to bottom out. I watched the real estate market crash in 2008, and I waited till 3 years later to buy right at the bottom.
I think Rosie right now, the real estate is peaked right now. I think Rosie, it's time right now to unload the Rancho.
Hey Bobby, there's Bobby on the chat.
Hey Bobby, how you doing? Rosie needs to unload the Rancho right now. Get it for top dollar and get out while the going is good, because it's about to bottom out again pretty soon.
There we go. There's the financial advisor. So.
Yep. Where are we at right now on the economy, real estate? Is it up at the peak, Rosie?
Well, I think it's probably at the peak. There's a lot of stuff for sale down here. When I rode around, there was a lot of stuff. I'm trading cryptocurrency 20% all day long. There you go. Okay, take care, Norm. Don't give a F what you think. If Marshall feels like Tijuana is a cat's meow, obviously he hasn't traveled to other parts of. We are going to TJ tonight. Yeah, economic law. Yeah, I'll be doing them again. It's smart. Yeah, I don't have that much into the Rancho, to tell you the truth. So if it went down to, it wouldn't really bother me too much on there. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight, to go out there. If you haven't seen my cinematic video for today, I took some time to walk out on the pier a little bit. I caught some nice surfing action this morning. I hope you guys enjoy that. I haven't been doing enough day chooches, so it was really good to get out there in the daytime. Take care, Trace. Gulf Shores or Biloxi, Mississippi is cheap.
I just want to say, I want to thank everybody for your positive.
You've been down to Gulf Shore, haven't you, over there?
I haven't been to the Panhandle. No, I haven't. That's one part of Florida that I haven't been to. I haven't been to, really haven't been to Panama City or the Panhandle. I've been to New Orleans a few years ago, but I want to thank everybody for their positive comments and thumbs up on the video of climbing the Blacks Beach Mountain. So please keep your positive comments coming. Please keep your thumbs up coming. I appreciate that. Thank you for the encouragement. Most of that was positive, and I appreciate that. And it was a heck of a workout. And
yeah, Christine, I did for my last big journey. I did my expenses. Generally, you can figure I'm coming in with gasoline right now to about $25 a day. That's down from $50 for my previous travels that I did. The Great Lakes Camper Con Tour 2019. So that's down from that. How you doing, JK?
what's going on, JK?
Lucky Guy McFly thinking winter property here. Friends in Georgia. There we go. I'm glad to see you doing good. Yeah, really enjoying the trip. I am. Hi, Cassidy Hampton. How are you? I don't think you'll be staying that as long as you think you are in Tijuana tonight. Will be my prediction that probably by about 2 o'clock you'll probably get tired of what's going on over there tonight. We shall see. I love the expense breakdown video. I think you should make that a regular feature. Yeah, well, I like to travel cheap.
Well, with the combination of saying going into some of these places and getting probably a cheap beer for $2, it's kind of an alternating. It's not like you're going to be out on the streets the whole time. You're going to go and have a drink somewhere, chill out for a little bit, and then come out back on the street. And so
Hey, Hazel.
I think that when you're having fun, time flies by fast. Believe me, Rosie, it does. And you know, and I
gotta
hope.
tell you, Mr. Z, that was a real climb up that hill. That I'm still feeling it on my thigh muscles today. That was just so steep up there. You're so damn smart. Giving an update on how you travel and enjoy a small budget must be. YouTubes are the most are showy and fake. Yeah, I can't spend the money. You know, and I don't.
Rosie's pretty much cut down so much on her spending. She's eliminating the hotels. She's driving this van. It's great on gas. It's 4 cylinders. She barely drinks. She might have 1 beer every few days. And she doesn't have breakfast or lunch. She just has a coffee and a bagel and then a dinner. So she's minimized her spending so much.
Let's see. Somebody said you've been fixated on drinking lately. You have a problem with it. It's odd to be 37 and talking like a frat pledge. Are you an alcoholic, Elvis?
No, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a social drinker. And I like to have a good time and get out. And the bottom line is, I don't think it's fun sitting, you know.
I'm going to put the air on.
Oh, you're going to, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised that Rosie's.
Yeah, it's very humid.
It's very humid today. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the air on? Okay.
Yep. Just put the air on.
So yeah, to me, I like when some people want to come online and drink 20 beers. To me, I have to have the atmosphere. And when I was in Algodones at the Gentlemen's Clubs, I had a great time. And I remember when I had some good drinks, I had a better time than not drinking. Let's face it, everybody needs something to get the edge off. Some people are potheads. Some people are drinkers. Some people are into doing drugs. But the bottom line is you got to do something to take the edge off.
Let's see. Triggered says, I saw a 5-year-old girl with a Barbie in one hand and a sippy cup in the other climb that hill. To which I would say to you, Triggered Chimp, why was a 5-year-old girl down on a nude beach? That would be very unusual to me, and I'd have to question the parenting on that. Let's see, how many beers can you drink?
Well, when I used to, is that a question for me or for you?
Yeah, somebody suggested I have a dairy allergy. So let's see, for you.
Well, when I used to be younger, I used to be able to drink 12 Coronas easily, but I would drink them too fast, Linda. And I would end up throwing up. And now I'm more of a mature drinker. I know if you drink, you have to eat something greasy. You have to have like cashews, nuts. You have to have something in your stomach to balance out the beer, and you need to drink slower. And now I've realized I do that. I drink slower. I can drink more, and handle more and have a good time and not throw up. And I've learned how to do that with hard liquor too, with vodka and cranberry juice. So you eat something along with the liquor or before, and that helps balance everything out, and you just kind of slow down the drinking. So instead of drinking 12 beers in, say, a couple hours, I'll take maybe 4 hours to do that. And in that way, I'll get a better buzz, and I won't throw up. So I know how to handle it.
Have a couple shawarmas and drink a case. There you go. Rosie,
Yeah.
You like Elvis because you call him out. It's entertaining for you. I love you, Rosie. I don't know. I let people be people. I don't call anybody. Ask Elvis what's the most memorable moment while in Tijuana or his travels. Are you talking about forever or just this trip?
Well, memorable moments of Tijuana. There's so many good memories that I have from there, from going there, from that just one day to that. The best Mexican food I ever had in my life, period, on that plate. Stacked up, really cheap, really good. You walk on the street, you see all the girls, you see the nightlife. The street food scene is out of this world. I've never seen a street food scene like this ever in my life. The street life scene is out of this world. For the small area that it is, and for what it is, it's to me, let me put it this way. One block of Tijuana is more entertaining than the whole town of Las Vegas. One block. And Rosie can talk about Vegas all she wants. She can talk about downtown, Fremont Street, the Strip. She can talk about all that. But in my opinion, one street block of Tijuana is more entertaining than the whole city of Las Vegas. Hands down.
Well, it's a different kind of atmosphere, that's for sure, down there. But I do like Las Vegas. It's very varied down there. You have big hitters, you have small time. You can find it all down there. So everybody in Tijuana looks about the same to me. There doesn't seem to be a widespread in class. Bobby says, I like Vegas. There you go. In California.
All Las Vegas, all it is a tourist trap. It's overpriced. I can get better food in Tijuana cheaper. I can drink in Tijuana better. I can have any beautiful woman I want in a heartbeat. And the food is great. And everything in Vegas is overpriced. It's all a tourist trap. The food, the drinks, the nightlife, it's all a tourist trap. And I've always hated Vegas from the time I went since I bought the Lisa Marie. I've always hated Las Vegas. I can't speak about Reno. I've never been to Reno. But Las Vegas is an overpriced place. It's and there's nothing. I'd rather go to New Orleans if I want nightlife. There's so many other places in the country to go to than Las Vegas. It's all overpriced, and they're getting people. You have to pay to park everywhere. It used to be free parking in hotels. Now you got to pay to park everywhere. And the prices are incredible for everything. So
yeah, it has gone up a lot.
It's gone up a lot. You're going to spend a lot of money.
They don't have the values that they used to have in Las Vegas, but it's still fun. I mean, I can find a cheap hotel. I'm all about pools during the daytime and just out experiencing life and chooching on the streets. Like I'm not forcing anybody to go to Las Vegas, that's for sure. I'm definitely going mainly to meet Line Screw there and see some other RVers. Hopefully, Vegas so close for Rosie too. It's a great town. It is a great. Yeah, I can drive there in about 8 or 9 hours comfortably, so that makes it pretty easy.
Actually, I think that Tijuana is probably the same distance as Vegas from you, right? Pretty much, right? Almost, right?
Yeah, because you gotta come down, go over, and then go up. So
right.
It might be almost the same distance. Good morning, good afternoon, Greg. Well, the fun of boondocking is how inexpensively you can. Somebody made a comment. What business did a 5-year-old child have being on that climb to Black's Beach?
I noticed there were some young children that were going up and down that cliff, but I think it was just to access to get up to the parking lot. I don't think they were hanging around the nude part, but
I
they were
didn't
passing.
see any kids on that thing
I
at
saw
all.
some younger people.
Define it. I mean, I'm not talking about 5-year-old.
No, not 5-year-old. Probably teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers. 17, 18,
right.
16, 15,
Something
of course,
like that, yeah.
you know. But as far as younger...
What is the law on that on a nude beach? Is there an age range, Rosie, to go?
I don't know. I can be theoretically topless with no problem in California if I want to be anywhere.
Right.
Except in private establishments that require you wear a shirt. Would I? No.
What is the age of consent in California? You know?
I think it's 18.
Is it 18?
Yeah.
And in some states it's different, right?
Yeah, yeah. One thing I do not like, TJ's, the Mexican polka music gives me gas. Well, that's the one thing about Mexican music is you do have a bit of sameness when it comes to the same beat all the time.
I actually enjoyed. I don't really like the mariachi music that much, but I enjoy the Mexican rock and roll. The guy that had the actual rock and roll.
I'd rather hear the
mariachi.
The mariachi.
Okay.
I'd rather. That's really my thing.
Right.
Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you. And let's see, Deano. That's my thing. That's what I really enjoy. So.
But if any of you have never been,
I'm getting a different message from him. Last night he's like, leave the camera behind and hit the streets. Now he's like, capture some of that. Capture some of that nightlife.
Right.
I got my hands full.
With
I might add to some of the Tijuana nights cinematic experience. I haven't decided.
Let's face it, Rosie, when she does cinematic experiences, she does a lot of daytime stuff. But the nighttime scene is more interesting, much more interesting in Tijuana than the daytime scene.
But I did capture a lot of video last time at night.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, so she's got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm looking forward to the night stuff.
You're welcome, Kimberly. I'm glad to have you along.
And
now, as far as importing things, I mean, people have been speculating about sildenafil. As long as it's judged to be for personal use, remember, everything that you bring in, bags and everything, is put on the counter at the border control area. So there's nobody free passing with a lot of stuff coming in on there. They do the judgment about what the amounts are and all that. So same thing, you'd have to have your head checked to take a weapon into Mexico or to bring it back out. It would be insane to
it's illegal. You
would definitely be in federal lockup and then go before arraignment before a federal judge, be charged with a gun violation. They might give you lifetime if you have a permit, but if you don't have a permit, they're just going to classify you as a gun runner.
In Mexico, are there any private citizens? I was researching this, that private citizens are not allowed to have a gun in Mexico.
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what the laws are. In Mexico. I'm not sure. In my opinion, I think the United States has the most liberal gun laws there, and even in China, believe it or not, you're allowed to have a firearm in China over there. So let's see. Strap a weapon to the Lisa Marie. What's going on, Megatron? Missy Jenn, how you doing, Missy Jenn?
Hey, Missy Jenn, how you doing? Can't wait to see you up there by the Rancho.
On the Rancho, yeah. You might babysit Marshall while I'm at the.
We're gonna watch SmackDown. Tuesday Night Live and WWE Monday Night Raw with Missy Jenn.
There you go.
And we're gonna get some pizza in the oven. I know you like bruschetta, but I think you should try Tombstone or DiGiorno. And we're gonna watch Monday Night Raw live at the Rancho.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
By the way, Rosie, I've never seen how big is your TV at the Rancho?
I don't know what it is. 50-inch TV, I think.
What kind of TV is it?
It's a Samsung.
Samsung. Mr. X has got a Samsung.
We hardly watch TV.
You know?
You know, Mr. X is sitting in his reclining sofa watching the world crumble around
him. Do you have cable TV at the Rancho?
Well, we have the basic cable, yeah.
Do you have USA Network?
I'm not sure. Missy Jenn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have just basic local, which you can get on air. How you doing, Oda May?
Hey, Oda May. Missy Jenn, figure out if you got USA Network.
Homemade French bread pizzas are the best, in my opinion. Let's see. Bobby says it's too darn small a TV. Well, Bobby's got some jumbo. Bobby watches a lot more TV.
Missy Jenn,
as you tell
yeah.
people, I'm addicted. This is my addiction, so that's the way it goes. So I'm destined for the small screen forever.
I think, okay, Rosie, you've heard of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Guy
fan.
Fieri's a Santa Rosa boy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a restaurant in Santa Rosa?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Several.
I wish Rosie, I love the whole show of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And I wish Rosie could put a video like that together. She does a lot of videos on cinematic, which is great. But I think if she did a video like that for a restaurant, kind of like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives format, where you're talking to the people interacting, I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really
more
cool.
Permissions.
It takes more permissions,
that. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, a lot of people don't. Like last night's a good example.
They don't want to.
I got all the video I needed at El Gordo Taco. Last taco's El Gordo.
Right.
And Marshall got nailed for doing video inside of the
Yep.
place.
Exactly.
So it just depends. I mean, to me,
Some places don't allow it. Yeah.
To me, when I finally upload that video, you're going to see the most chaotic Mexican taco place that you've ever seen in your life. It's just like you might as well be on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange or the Chicago Board of Trade. It's crazy, and there's no concept of who paid, who didn't. I mean, they're handing out
But
food.
each business is different. Some businesses really like the video, the advertising, and some places they just don't want.
There you go, Mr. Z.
So
I like Sting. Mr. Z lives in Vegas. He's like, woo! Can't wait to hang with Rosie poolside and have a little bit of party down there. Always good fun.
Talking about Vegas,
you know, the nights aren't that much for me. Like I say, I like to do night choo-choos. The night comes alive. Yeah. I don't have the Detroit Crusher with me this time. I don't know if he'll make it. I don't think he's going to be in Dallas. I think for a while, but I will be missing the Detroit Crusher on the streets of Las Vegas.
What's
up, Survivor?
I just think with Vegas,
Del Taco I've had before.
I think the nightlife on Fremont Street sucks. I think it's terrible. I don't think they have one good spot that's a good nightlife spot on Fremont Street. They have the light show. You've seen it one time, you've seen it a million times. And as far as the most fun I ever had in Vegas is when we went to Piranha nightclub. I truly had fun over there. That was one of the most fun nightclubs I've ever been to. And I don't know about the nightclubs on the Strip because we really haven't went there, but Fremont Street, Fremont Street, the light show doesn't do nothing for me. You've seen it one time, you've seen it a million times. The nightlife over there sucks.
Evidently, we're going to be checking out some of the clubs in the nightlife tonight, which is fine. I'm going to wear my sort of dress jeans and a nice top. So we'll see. I don't want to be cold over there.
I think Rosie needs a club look. In other words, she's got these jeans.
I never knew. I'm not wearing jean shorts. I have long. I have very nice styling jeans that fit my hiney real good.
Right.
I'm not going. I didn't think I was going to be. I thought Mexico would be a one day event. Now we're looking at 7 or 8 p.m. till 4 a.m. in the morning.
I think Rosie needs to keep a wardrobe with her.
Well, I know now.
In other words, you have a chooching.
I don't want to be sexually assaulted.
She should have a chooching wardrobe and a clubbing wardrobe, and she doesn't have a clubbing wardrobe with her, really. She's got her, her chooching wardrobe. I mean, the jean shorts that she wears, you guys always see her. That's not a clubbing thing. So that's more, in other words, going with Rosie is like she's got the sports club wardrobe. Like I can see going with her in a Hooters and having a drink. Yeah. But we're talking about clubbing here, and
I don't have it. But tomorrow night when we go to the local club in Pacific Beach.
You got something there to wear there?
No, I'm going to be wearing my all torn up Shorty Daisy Dukes and my top, man.
In other words, no offense, Rosie.
I'm going to own the club, Marshall. You wait and see.
In other words, no offense, Rosie, but you even said it yourself that you've got that butch, trans, tomboy look. She doesn't have that girly girl thing to her. And let's face it,
That's
know,
my charm.
Yeah.
You know?
Rosie, that's her look. She's not a girly girl. Rosie gets her hands dirty, you know.
Get my hands dirty.
So that's the thing. And
yeah, she's a girly tomboy. That's exactly right. That's exactly what I'm.
Exactly.
But you watch tomorrow night, and you come out of there and you tell me how the action went down tomorrow night, okay?
But I'm going to be there at that club.
I'm going to make a prediction tomorrow night.
I'm going to be at that club tomorrow, custom made from head to toe, in my Lorenzo Bruno. I'm not going to wear the gray suit. I'm going to be in the taupe suit, Giorgio Brutinis, and I'm going to have my hair all blown dry, air blown dry here, and I'm going to go there looking as only I can look. I don't know if Tara's going to come with us, and I hope we can make a few videos of the inside, because it is one of the coolest clubs in San Diego, and I think we're going to have a good time, and I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be the farewell to, and they'll be back to the desert on, be Mexicali on Saturday.
Mexicali, yeah, can't wait to see that.
Let's see. Oh, you're going to have a mukbang tomorrow. Good for you, Missy Jenn. Awesome. Let's see, this guy wears the same clothes. What anymore? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit. You know, when you're on the road, you kind of slow down your daily wear a little bit, or else the laundry piles up and everything. But I try to put a new top on every day. I try to take a daily shower. I went about 2 days till last night with that one, but it's just because I'm on the beach so much during the day.
Yeah.
And can just rinse off there. And
but I really do think that Rosie needs to keep a wardrobe. I mean, you could have your everyday choocher wardrobe, but she needs something for nightlife. She needs to keep a certain amount of things for the nightlife clubbing wardrobe. You know? Well,
I agree with that. But I don't want. See, I want to downplay going into Mexico tonight. I don't want to be. You know, I'm there as an observer. I'm not there. I'm not there to do hookups or anything like that. I'm just there to observe, maybe record a little bit, but I don't really want to be.
You're like a security officer. You want to observe and report.
Yeah, observe and report. I don't want to be enthralled in the action. Down there, because you know, I'm not one of the ladies of the night, and I don't want to dress in a way that they would perceive that you know, that I might be out to make some dough. I just want to be low profile. But tomorrow night will be a different story. So he can wear his brutinis and all that, and I'll be styling in my own way. And I'll tell you how it'll come down right now. You know, I'll get into that tomorrow. Anyway, let's see. She does have right like those blue eye. Thank you. I had no problem at nighttime.
So Rosie, let me ask you: if you had a wardrobe with you for traveling?
Yeah, Missy Jenn's a sexy gal.
Vegas
Vixen.
Hey, Vodka Vixen. Is that
how
Vodka
you doing,
Vixen? Is that Rory?
I've been asking Vegas Vixen for years for that. Hey Sherry, thank you. Got a 42-inch TV.
So Rosie, quick question for you: if you kept some heels with you and dresses, or an outfit for say for the clubs on the road, what would you have? What would you wear?
Oh, I don't know, like a maybe a black shorty cocktail dress with
some heels. What about a necklace or anything?
Yeah, a necklace, something like that. Maybe put a little flower in the hair and all that. So I'd get all gigged up for that. I did okay. You saw what I wear at the Piranha Club.
Yeah.
I just had to make sure my boobs weren't flying out when I was dancing and stuff like that. So. Planet Fitness, $10 shower all year. Now it's actually more than $10 for that.
The Black Card membership is about $22 a month. You can go to any Planet Fitness actually in the world and take a friend with you for free as a guest. The $10 one is if you're only assigned to one club.
Yeah, which isn't practical to me because I'm still assigned to Buffalo, New York. So go figure. I remember when I tried to sign up in Toronto, and they were running me
And-
all around to the
and those-
Canadian Tire and all those places.
And those of you who sign up for Planet Fitness, remember, your home club, you can go there as much as you want. And if you go to the clubs that are owned by the same franchise owner, you can go unlimited times. But once you get out of the franchise owner's network of clubs, you can only go to other clubs 10 times a month. That's the rule. So
yeah,
just to let you guys know.
So sometimes they'll try to check you in 2 times in the same day if you go back, and then you're using 2 of your 10 times. That's why I like to spread it out to different locations all the time. A 1 month special turned into $50. Yeah, you need to pay some small initiation fee or something like that.
They have an annual fee that's $45, I believe, that they charge you.
How you doing, Scott? Yeah, Canadian Tire, give like Santa and save like Scrooge. There you go. Hello, Friction. You need to work out. Yeah, stay in shape. It's easier to try to stay in shape than to get back in shape. It does not appear, I'm not sure, we must be getting on to about 1:32. It does not appear that the sun is this marine layer is probably not going to burn off today, which will be fine. It'll keep things comfortable in Tijuana. I'll probably just wear a zip-up jacket, and that'll be my top, because that'll keep me somewhat warm down there. I don't want to be cold, so. Like I said, I'm strictly in observer mode. I'll let you strut like a peacock around.
Look at this old Ford here, Rosie.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, huh?
See the big mirrors on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real deal.
Look at that big old hitch on it, the heavy duty hitch on it. Yeah.
Probably got the big.
Did you film any RVers by the swampland over there?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay.
Let's see. I weigh too much for my height and age. 300 pounds. Work out all the time. 250. JK No Cow is a mountain of a man. Yes, he is.
How much does JK weigh?
He just said, I don't think JK weighs 250, but I guess he's about 6 feet 2 inches tall and maybe around 220, 230.
To me, he looks like he's about 250.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
220 only?
Like I said, there's not many guys that can pound nails in with their head, but this is a guy that can do that. So they're kind of cool. Those.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you think about these Nissan
high
vans?
top.
Yeah,
they're nice.
They look pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
That looks like a.
Let's see, 200 pounds here. Yeah. So. Rosie, I still don't know what the 4 fingers. I don't even.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit.
I don't even know what the 4 fingers mean myself. I don't know. It's the 4
The
horsemen.
4
of the
fingers. The 4 fingers mean there was a wrestling stable back in the 80s called the Four Horsemen. And it was Ric Flair and Arn Anderson and many, many other incarnations. And they were the ultimate bad guys of wrestling.
I'm guessing it's like Core Wing Bull.
They were like the Beatles of professional wrestling. They were the ultimate bad guys, and and they were like a wrestling stable
Anderson.
back in the 80s, the Four Horsemen. So
what is that? It must be like the core.
Yeah, the core people, which
yeah.
I'm going to say me, Rosie, and then I would say it had to be the chairman of the board, Norm F., and then probably the 4th one would be, the Godfather. You could say Godfather, Mr. X, but it could signify more than 4 also.
Put 5 up, and then it can signify more than.
But it could be more. I would say
4.
I would say that probably the chairman of the board is the manager. He's the J.J. Dillon, and then you got Rosie, myself, Mr. X, and the Godfather.
Bergs, what's going on, Bergs? A bunch of fatties in here. Well, some people are disabled. They're not able to exercise. I know my good friend Sean's sack of spinach is my friend. He did was Stan the Man. Can you dig it? I don't know. I don't know how popular wrestling is. It seemed to peak in the 80s.
You gotta pop that up.
It seemed like in the 80s it peaked out in the late 80s, wrestling to me, pro wrestling. With the Hulk Hogan era there. I think Hulk Hogan really put it on the map. Bergs, I hope you're doing good. Staying out of trouble. We're just food enthusiasts, not fatties. Yeah, I can fit all 10 fingers. Like, so it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting evening again tonight. Like I say, though, we're not running guns. We're not running drugs. Not money laundering. Not doing any of that stuff.
So Rosie,
I didn't work 46 years to go hump a few weapons across the border and be a mule for drugs and money. I can guarantee you that. So it's already. You know, we've passed into so many ports of entry into the U.S. from Mexico, and we go to Mexicali, that'll probably really light it up there, because it'll be like, what the heck? You guys have been in Los, you've been in San Luis, you've been in Tijuana and Mexicali. What the heck's going on? So,
well, I just talked to some people today here, some locals at Imperial Beach, and I was asking them about the Baja. They gave me some new information. They say going into the Baja, there's two highways. There's a tollway, and there's another road that's not a tollway. And they recommended to stay on the tollway.
Yeah,
and
of
they said it was safer, and you wouldn't get lost. And I guess there's maybe services. And they recommended that it's really safe to go down to Rosarito Beach and Ensenada and even San Felipe. You know.
Hey Elvis, how you doing?
So.
Let's see. It looks like rain today in Las Vegas. Yeah, as long as the weather's nice in mid-October, it should be good over there. We had a little bit of rain last night. That was unusual for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that
last
was
night
unusual.
It rained a little bit. That was exceedingly rare down here. So, what's your plans tonight? I guess about what do you think, about 7 o'clock or something to cross over?
Probably about, I would say probably about prime time when the sun goes down, probably about 7 o'clock. We'll cross over the border. We'll get there by about 8.
And you're allowed to park for, what is it, 10 hours?
10 hours.
It'll
So
be $9 today.
yeah, so if we can, my goal is to stay as late as I can. I don't want to stay until the sun goes up, but at least stay till as late as I can, and there's no rush to get back to the States. We've got 10 hours. And,
So I don't know how much it'll be of the whole 10, but we shall see over there.
yeah.
I'll be in Las Vegas in March. No, honey, I don't think I'll be in Vegas until May at the earliest. Once I go in January, that's going to be the end of my Vegas until probably May. I want it to get warm. But
For the record, last time we went to Tijuana, we stayed there for 8 hours and a half.
yeah, I know.
So there's still a lot to do over there in the nighttime. There's a lot of businesses that are open. There's a lot of businesses to check out and patronize. And that's what I wanted to see. Rosie got what she wanted. She got the daytime. Now it's going to be my turn. I'm going to get the nighttime that I've always wanted.
And you better, the only thing I could say is you better have it planned out and not be rumbling, stumbling, fumbling about where to go. And that was disconcerting last time, because you didn't have signal and you couldn't use a GPS navigator.
Well, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, because
I
don't have a cell.
You should screenshot the small area streets of Tijuana.
Right.
And then figure out where the clubs are in relation to that. So I don't feel like walking to some walking to some hinterland place 8 or 9 blocks off of the main. You know.
Right.
Just my personal preference. So.
Yep. So I think it'll be a fun night. I think we're going to have a good time, and
no, I'm not going to have a Mexican hooker tonight. Let's see. How you doing, Charlie?
I know one thing, Rosie.
Yeah, if Elvis gets attacked in Tijuana, please stream it. Our Mexican throwaway phone. Yeah. Why get a Garmin when you can have Google Maps? Because you can't run Google Maps in your cell phone at the same time you're using the map function. It's too much. It's using too much of the CPU processor in it. So I have a Garmin now too. I just haven't had the need to fire that up. So
I'm getting stuffed up with these allergies.
I mean, there's something down here.
Yeah, I'm getting stuffed up with the allergies too.
Yeah,
there's something down here.
I'm starting to think that my stuff only starts in daytime after I have cream in my coffee. Now I'm wondering if I'm having a milk allergy.
Rosie should really take advantage of the street life food scene down there tonight. She should really sample some things and really get a taste of real Mexican food. And I look at it this way: Rosie can talk about Santa Rosa all she wants in Northern California and say that that's the cat's meow.
Much, Marshall.
But the reality is, Tijuana is Mexico. It's the real Mexico. and it's the best Mexican food and the best nightlife I've ever
What's up,
experienced in my life.
Carlos?
And Rosie needs to really soak in Tijuana like a sponge tonight, because Tijuana sets the bar really high for everything. And I hope she can get a really good experience of it. And it will give her an introduction into Mexico, and to get her to be more open-minded to go back to Mexico, which is the whole goal of Rosie going to Mexico, these border
Now,
towns.
there's a slim possibility maybe to get a hotel room down there or something like that, in which case I would try to stop it with some party people and see if I could get some data to do a live stream or something like that. That could be unprecedented on the Void to have something like that. Would be pretty cool. All I know that we're living Rosie. All I know that I am, or okay, and work. Okay, go find the cartel. Will you please do a cooking video? I think the place to do that is going to be in Yuma. I'll probably set up high on the hill with a beautiful setting there, and we'll have a cooking stream. Maybe I'll crank out some
well, I got my propane
spaghetti
stove
and meatballs and do a live stream on that. Yuma's the place to do that, because there's not a lot to do in Yuma. Okay. And Los Algodones is cool in daytime, but at nighttime it just shuts down to kind of oblivion.
but again, she hasn't seen the night scene
well,
over there. So.
I saw some of it down there, so we'll
Right.
see. So yeah, we'll just do a make do, get a few little even to just make spaghetti or something like that would be fun, to get some
Right.
bread and have I don't want to have leftovers or anything like that to deal with. Maybe they will torch of. Let's see. Get Elvis married over there so he can have dual citizenship. Yeah, I'm a mentor now. The major highways are definitely safe, and they have roadside assist just in case. Let's see. We're walking across. I'm not prepared to drive in with the
Right.
insurance. I don't want to purchase short-term insurance over there.
I think
It's not a big walk to go in there.
no,
But
it's
I'm not
okay.
going to walk to Centro anymore.
We're gonna take the taxi cab.
Yep.
It's a long walk to get
Yep.
down there.
And the sun's already down by the time we get there.
Oh
so-
yeah, you don't want to walk.
And it's got to be like a $5 or $6 ride. So we'll
Right.
see. Yeah. How you doing, LaDonna? What's going on? Go deeper into Mexico. The ladies will appreciate the luxury van. There we go. I'd like to I'm doing good driving to Indy. There we go. Okay. See, the best Italian in Vegas and gelato and pizzeria. I took the shuttle to Avenida de Revolucion. Yeah.
I just think the meal that we had in Tijuana at Nelson Restaurant, that was such a good hearty meal. It tasted so good. The price was so good that,
Yeah, so we'll probably eat dinner over on the Tijuana side.
but the street, I want to sample the different street food because
Yeah.
they got so many good
I
things.
saw some great chicken.
Oh,
roasted
man.
chicken and stuff.
I want to sample the asada, steak tacos, and the pork.
Hey,
And
Vanessa.
Rosie's talking about the chicken, and just go sampling.
I'm
That's
not
what I
sure
wanna
if he'll be gone or not, Bergs, to tell you the truth. He's invited to go there, but I don't know how he's going to fill his time if he doesn't like Las Vegas. So, I know how I fill my time. It's
To me, the
I'm
way
retired. It's pool during the
Yeah.
day and nightlife, and I'm willing to go to Piranha Club again. I'm willing to look at some alternative life down there, which I've not really explored before. That's fine. I don't mind doing that.
yeah, to me the Vegas is in other words, everything about Vegas is pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable. I've been to Vegas before. Rosie's been to Vegas before. There's nothing.
Yeah, maybe we'll dress Marshall and get him to the Piranha Club. We'll dress him. That might be a good idea.
There's nothing new and exciting.
Would you be up to that?
I would do it. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
There's nothing new and exciting about. I don't. as far as the whole dressing up thing, that's I
Hey,
think
Deep E. I'm
I
sorry if I
I
pronounced.
don't think that I want to be a drag queen or cross dresser and go to Piranha Club. I think it would be more of a Halloween thing for me. I think it'd be more of a Halloween thing for me, um,
Now, there's an
because
idea.
I
Yeah,
think
Mr. Z's like Piranha Club, Piranha Club, Piranha Club.
I just look at it this way. Okay, you look at Vegas, and you look at the daytime. Well, when Rosie goes in October, it's going to be too cold for her to go in the pool.
Oh no, not in Las
Really?
Vegas in October.
It's
No,
still hot?
no,
Okay.
no.
So
It gets up to 80,
80,
85
okay.
degrees.
Okay.
It'll be nice.
So she does the pool in the
It's only in November, December that the temperature starts to go down.
Right.
So.
she does the pool in the daytime. Then you got the nighttime that comes around.
Yeah, I
And,
think he's willing to dress just for a Halloween, for a Halloween type of hoot.
Besides the buffets and the food. Oh, look at that van right there. That's another.
Yeah,
what is
that's
that?
a news van. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wonder
That's
what
cool.
they're doing down
Yeah,
here.
but besides the
KUSI.
besides the buffets and food scene, we've already seen the street life. Rosie showed that, but she really hasn't showed the nightlife that much in Vegas, as far as the club scene. Besides
you could be
Piranha,
the first
so.
lady Elvis tribute artist. That's right.
So
Yeah, Piranha Club for Halloween. Unfortunately, I'm
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
coming mid-month for I'm going to be there the 13th through the Saturday. I don't know
What I'm actually looking forward to is if Rosie wants to go to the Swingers Club.
Well, I already went to the Green Door.
But there's Red Rooster.
But there's a Red Rooster.
Right.
Which
That would be
okay.
something that would be interesting. Maybe even checking out some sort of a brothel. I don't know if there's any brothels around there, but
yeah, I feel kind of weird at a
brothel
myself here.
Right.
You can't really film in the club. All we could do is
No.
give a pre-report, a halftime report, and a wrap-up report on the Green Door. So,
Well,
buffets are best in Vegas. I'm not, the Chinese buffet that we did the other night was the first buffet I've probably had in 6 months. I just don't do, when you have the California Hotel and you have the $9.99 prime rib special,
Right.
brother, you're eating good.
One thing I want to
$9.99 down
Yeah,
there.
one thing I do want to say, Rosie, is when we went to Piranha the past couple of years, I think one of the years, or maybe both of the years, we went live. And the level of trolling was bad then, but it's nowhere near what it is today. And you know that if you went live today, we're talking 2019 with the current state of the trolls, it would be a disaster. So, like I told Rosie before, I will not ever go live on private property, period, on any private property or business, but due to the trolls, that's how bad it is. I don't think I would do it. They would ruin the whole night. So that's YouTube has changed everything with live. So what do you say about it, Rosie? Do you think you would take a chance and go live?
Yeah, I mean, I would go live
and
down there.
with the trolls calling?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
You mean the chance of getting kicked out of trespass? You're
Yeah.
willing to take that chance?
Yeah, because so many people are on their cell phones and doing videos and pictures and stuff like that. I don't think they're
Even
really
with the risk
care.
of being trespassed.
Yep.
Wow. I think I hope it doesn't happen to Rosie.
Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
I hope it doesn't happen to Rosie where she gets trespassed from a property. But if she's willing to take that chance, then she's gonna pay the price from the trolls. I've paid the price.
All they're gonna say is, please don't film inside video. And meanwhile, they look around and a lot of other people are videoing and down on the dance floor and doing selfies and videoing too.
She'd never been trespassed from a property, so
Yeah, and I don't expect I ever will be because I'm not gonna get into it with the manager. Or
I didn't
whatever.
get into it with the managers at Dunkin' Donuts and Yuma or Wendy's, and I got trespassed for absolutely no reason.
Yeah,
So you can get trespassed depending on the manager for absolutely no reason. So you don't have to
You can
necessarily get into it. with
boondock in Metro Vegas. I have a cheap hotel there, so it's fine. It's really nice. It's like a hostel to me, so it's super nice. Elvis, you've been trespassed from lots of places.
I was trespassed from a lot of places for no reason due to the trolls calling. You don't have to get into it with a manager or anybody to get trespassed. The managers just can take
Man,
the
you
word.
sound all stuffed up. There's
Yeah.
something in the air here.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell
there's.
you.
The manager
You know?
can take the word of the trolls and trespass you without getting
Yeah,
into an argument. So
Harvey,
yeah.
I said before I won't ever use a spy cam device for capturing video because I'd like to give people the option to say no or put their hand up or something. I don't want to capture anybody against their will. Street scenes are one thing, but when you start getting into a club and I can't go there. I can't be that person that's going to do a Google Glasses. I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm swinging the camera around and all that. So, and by and large, 95% of the people are always cool with it. I'm doing Tijuana Day, a cinematic experience I'm working on right now. You're going to see how friendly the people are, and they know exactly what I'm doing walking around with the camera. Can I always guarantee I'm going to have those situations? No. But in a club, when people have had drinks and stuff like that, they tend to even be more friendly. The girls are more friendly, and they start hanging on you and things like that. So,
Right.
let's see. Could the Lisa Marie Boondock in Vegas? I think it easily. Jay, I'm going in October 13th. I'm taking off for Las Vegas. My next priority will be Missy Jenn when I get back to the Rancho to get unpacked, to get stabilized. And then Jen moves up the front and center with her infusion coming up down at UCSF. Then I need to spend some time at home, make sure she is good to go. And then beyond that, then I can go out to Vegas. So get a job, Elvis. Left wing wacko, what's going on? Tiger Talk. Super chat. Yeah, I'm only on PayPal. Watch out for drunk girls demonetizing your stream. Well, that's one of the advantages of not being monetized right now is I can pretty much put up any content. The worst thing is that your live stream you capture. See, party music is more apt to be protected, and it'll be blocked worldwide because they like to keep the party music not on YouTube. Okay, they like to keep it in the clubs and stuff like that, and they have party tracks that they buy. Been my experience that a lot of club party tracks are blocked on worldwide on YouTube because they don't want that. You know, it's like you'll never see Beach Boys music on YouTube. It's blocked worldwide. What is it? Hotel California. There's a few songs you're just not going to sing. You don't really know when you're in the club. You know, you don't really know. The drag shows, they like to use some of those party tracks. It's Raining Man and some other things like that. So that's why I say live streaming is good because, you know, it won't be blocked at that time. And if you don't catch it live, like I said last time I was down there live streaming, you're not going to be able to see it on the replay. So what I had to do was download the whole Hangout, put different music on it, and re-upload it again. Well, that stinks, you know, to do that. So that's why it might be best to just do video content, and you can come out and break it up and snip it up and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Don Henley, yeah, all of them really fiercely protect their music. There's a lot of, you know, like I say, all the Beach Boys catalog and is all protected.
Well,
Dress is a hooker, Marshall.
Some of the music is so.
Okay, Michelle, take care, sweetie pie. Prince, yeah.
Some of the music is so protected that they'll take the whole video down.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll take the whole video down.
Well, I don't know if they just block it.
They block it, yeah.
They just block it worldwide.
Right.
Or they let it play in Zambia, Uganda, or Upper Volta.
I think it's come to the point that if Rosie's in an area where there's music, she needs to do pre-recorded content and lay music over it.
Well, that's what I ended up doing before is get a party track. Just watch the video walking up the mountain. Great job and beautiful views. I don't care what anybody says about climbing that. It would be difficult for most anybody I know to do that climb up that grade. It was on an angle like that, those cliffs, and there's no real flat spots. an extremely demanding climb. Yes, I was worried maybe Marshall would have a cardiac event on the climb up, but the only thing we came out of it was very sore thighs from
Well,
just the
my heart was beating faster than it normally would, and that's because I think I took the sildenafil.
Sildenafil, yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, I think I would have been able to get up that much quicker than I had. But the sildenafil was really pumping the blood. So I want to make all those men aware. If you take sildenafil and you get where your heart is beating fast, and you take that during what you're using it for, you need to stop right away because it can really bring up your heart rate. I'm talking 100 milligrams here.
You want to go up there with a big heart on.
Yeah, I mean, so 100 milligrams sildenafil with that grain.
Thank God I knew after the fact.
That actually got my heart rate going up more than it just would have just during strenuous. So don't take sildenafil if you're going to go to the gym. And if you're going to do something really strenuous, be careful. Don't take sildenafil. That'll get the blood pumping.
Yeah, so like I say, it's good thing I knew after the fact on that. If you're enjoying the stream today, thumbs up or appreciate it, everybody. So that's the plan for today. Obviously, I'm not going to get any beach time out here.
That's what I told Rosie. I said, there's no way she's going to get beach time. She was so adamant.
The marine layer is not going to burn off today, even though it's 76 degrees. You know, it could be by 3 p.m. So it'll give me a chance to finally finish up this video I've been working on today, which is a good thing. I'm all backed up with video, as are you. Just said you just want to do live streams and just do live events and stuff like that. So
exactly.
I understand that. But there is a lot of content in the pipeline to come up, so I appreciate everybody on it. What is your favorite part about boondocking? My favorite part about boondocking is being in a wonderful beach area where I'm surrounded by $1.7 million condos on the water.
Right.
We all go to sleep about the same time at night. We close our eyes. We don't know what's going on during sleepy time. And we wake up, we go to the beach, we have the same view.
Experience.
I'm not paying $200 a night, $300 Oceanside to be there enjoying the experience. I'm now up to, on the San Diego part, at least $1,500 of hotel savings right now by being in a van. That is the best part of boondocking to me, is you're enjoying the best parts. And I never knew boondocking in up in the northern part, Torrey Pines, Pacific Beach, Imperial Beach, would be so easy. Even for the camper van, it's been cherry boondocking. And the second best thing is getting a good night's sleep. If you can't sleep well, it's a disaster in the van. So you have to put all kinds of effort into making sure my bed is my van. That's it.
Right.
And if I get a good night's sleep, I'm feeling good, and I can sleep so comfortably in my own configured mattress here. That's important. But I don't want to say cheating the man, because I worked for the man for many, 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 many decades. But I am saying, to be able to carry your little home with you and get yourself cleaned up on the daily, be able to hit the beach and stuff like that, it is unbelievably
so Rosie, awesome. I wanted to chime in on a couple things here.
Would I get a bigger van? Yeah, it would be like an Econoline or something like that. Then I would build out the inside and make it very custom. What kind of mattress I have on my thing? I have a plywood base 3/4. Then I have two layers of gym mats on top of that. Okay, that's semi-hard there. Then I have on top of that, I have 2 yoga mats, one on each side. Okay, this is 4 feet wide here. Okay, and they're about a half an inch thick. On top of that, I have a 1-inch Miracle foam on top of that. And then I have on top of that a pillow, a mattress topper, which is quilted. And then I have a sheet on there, and it is really, really very comfortable. I actually sleep better on the road than I do at home, and I'm tossing and turning and I'm bothering Missy Jenn and stuff like that. I actually sleep better on the road, amazingly, than I do. It takes me a couple of days to get used to sleeping at home again. So, and that's the bottom line. How old is Marshall? He's 30s. He'll be 38 in December. Not a pea can be felt, Crystal Jones. That's exactly right. Johnny Watt. Johnny West. How you doing? I sleep on cashmere every night, even my pillows.
One thing I wanted to chime in, Rosie, about this subject about sleeping in a van.
What's the best part of boondocking for you first?
Well, obviously,
Freedom.
Obviously, you know, it's the freedom, it's the money that you save on apartments and rent and hotels. We know that, but the fun part of it is the experiences, the different places that you can see, the time that you can spend in these places. When you're in a van, you can spend more time in a place and really get to investigate and know it. And you're not, that freedom that it gives you, you know, when you travel like most people do, you got to check out of the hotel room by 11 or 12. Who wants a timeline?
Wait till 3 p.m.
When
to check in.
you got to go through the whole rigorous routine of going to the airport and checking through security and getting on the plane at a certain time, and it really wears you down. It really wears you down mentally, that whole rat race of how regular people travel. So when you get into the nomadic mindset, things slow down. Time slows down. Actually, I think in my mind, as a full-time nomad, that time doesn't even exist for me. Because I can get up anytime I want. I can do whatever I want at any time I want. Time doesn't even exist to me. Sometimes I don't even know what time it is or what day it is. And that's the beautiful thing about living this life, is time comes to a standstill. Time doesn't even exist. For a real nomad, time shouldn't even exist. Think about it.
You have to ask yourself what day of the week it is, or what's today's date. You know,
exactly.
I remember Missy Jenn used to say when she had to stop working for health reasons that she would never know what day of the week it was. She's like,
and you know how good it feels when you don't have to wake up to an alarm clock and force yourself to get up when you don't want to. You just don't want to be in bed and go to a miserable job that you don't like and spend 8, 10, 12 hours a day of your life doing that miserable job, and then coming back to your prison cell, your four walls, you know, putting in your Stouffer's or making your hamburger helper, as most Americans live. That's not the way to live life. That's not freedom. That's prison. That's prison life. And when you're a nomad and you live in a van, you're set free. You're free. Free like the birds in the air, you know what I'm saying? And you're just out there just gliding in the sky, just flying. You don't know where you're gonna go. And you know, and there's no meaning of time with a nomad. There's no meaning of time or a day or a place. It's just you're free. You're just like free. And that's what's great about this life. There's no time. Time doesn't exist. I'm timeless.
Timeless. There you go. Sorry, don't need stove. I don't like. You do what you got to do to pay the bills. Don't rely on others to pay your way. Healthy eating advice. Well, I know that Marshall's probably lost a few pounds on this venture.
The freedom that a nomad has, somebody who lives full time in a van.
Let's do a classic rant, Marshall.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The freedom that a nomad has, somebody who lives minimalistically. You see, we're free. I'm free from all the things that the world has. You see, I'm not of the world.
Tell it.
I'm not a man of the world.
Tell it, baby.
I might not be. I'm a man of God. I'm not a man of religion. I'm spiritual. But the bottom line is, I am not.
Put it out there, brother.
Living. Hey, for all you people out there, I'm not living the prison sentence that you have. I don't have that 36-month lease for that car.
Right on.
I don't have that 30-year mortgage. I don't have that property tax hanging over me.
Can I get a witness?
You know, the bottom line is, every dollar I make, right?
You out there, brother. That's it.
Every dollar I make goes right into my tummy. And believe me, the old saying, it pleases my little head.
Oh yeah. Oh
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
You're telling it,
It
brother.
ain't no little
Get
head.
out there.
It's the big old head and uncut girth. And the bottom line
I'm
is,
witnessing.
tonight in TJ, whether Rosie likes it or not, whether you people like it or not, the king ain't gonna leave TJ dry.
Right on that, brother.
It's gonna be wet, steamy,
brother.
sweaty, and TJ, and I'm gonna get a lot of protein from those tacos. And like Rosie said, can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness?
The bottom line with Rosie right here, she needs to get some quality protein tacos in her. Some nice Mexican beer, not that cheap American Bud Light beer.
Tell her about that. Tell her about that.
She needs to go over there, and let me tell you something. You know the old saying.
You right.
If you're a real alpha, you got to stay up all night. And if she can't stay up all night, I got enough sildenafil for her to do so.
There you
Can
go.
you feel me?
Can you feel it?
Now, one thing I want to say on a serious note here. I wanted to chime in on this. Rosie, this life that you're living right now, people might make fun of it and say you're sleeping in a van. But the bottom line is, you're here in San Diego and they're not. You're going to Tijuana.
I'm older than most people, you know.
Right.
I mean, they may not choose to be here. Some people like cabins. They like that. But I worked my 46 years.
The bottom line is, every person that watches us, whether you hate us, whether you like us, whether you agree with us, whether you're a fan, if you're watching our channels, you're living vicariously through us. You're seeing the world through our camera. And at the end of the day, to me, since January of 2015 until now, because in 2014 I wasn't monetized, it was just a hobby. I was just freewheeling like Rosie. I didn't give a damn. But right now, like I said, for me, I'm getting paid to do what I like, and I'm getting paid to simply show you the life that I live. You can agree with it, you can like it, you can hate it, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know.
Let me give LaDonna a kiss.
Just like ZZ Top says, I got to get paid. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
So,
brother.
The bottom line is, on a more
Mm-hmm.
serious note, I just want to say, Rosie was talking about sleeping in an event. I had a question for Rosie. Since you came to San Diego, are you surprised? What is your reaction? Are you surprised that it is actually easier to urban camp on a public property street as opposed to the high surveillance of security and tow trucks on private properties?
I was surprised, but then when you think about the small number of police versus the large number of public streets versus a small parking lot and the large number of security guards that are working it,
and tow truck drivers,
it does kind of make sense.
Right.
So, and I found Southern California to be much more welcoming on its streets to RVers. Private properties, you know, forget about the Walmarts and, you know, the Targets and places like that. But I've found the streets very welcoming. I don't make any messes on the streets. I don't, you know, I make sure that I'm very clean and yeah, I'm shocked at how easy it is on the.
Are you surprised that what's your opinion on the private properties that are being heavily monitored in San Diego area? Are you surprised by it?
I'm shocked. It's, you know, you go to some places though and they're so jammed, the parking lots, and you can understand why they're trying to monitor to make sure that people aren't parking their neighborhood cars on the lot and things and using it for storage and used car storage.
That's why it's been heavily monitored.
Yeah, heavily monitored. Let's see. Anybody else on here? Used to film the local Home Depot. I'm gonna grab a strong beer. I don't know what's so upsetting to you, Harvey. The cops in California, Freemason chief run. I have no idea. Your church still helping this Elvis this weekend. Hello, Cooking with Kiwana. Nice to see you, honey.
One last thing I
Nice
just
to
wanted
see
to mention
you.
to Rosie before we get on, or before she wraps it up, because I know she probably wants to wrap it up pretty soon. You know,
You eating pork chops and fried rice? Not really. I'm not much into pork myself. I like a good standing pork roast, but otherwise I don't go out of my way. I like a good hot dog, but otherwise, you know, what we're
one thing I just wanted to mention to Rosie, as she said, the most important thing about traveling or living in a vehicle is that you get a good night's sleep.
Yep.
That's the most important thing. And we all know that obviously if you have a Class A motorhome, you're going to get a full-size mattress. Most Class C's have a full-size mattress up above.
Yeah.
So larger motorhomes have a very comfortable sleeping area. And as we know, a lot of camper vans, the majority of them, don't have room for a full-size or twin-size mattress or queen-size mattress. And you're sleeping on an area where it's not really designed for a household mattress.
Let's see. Thank you, music. Gotta love music. Thank you.
So
Don't you think sleep? Suppose your sleep
Right.
was terrible, and you know, like I couldn't sleep comfortably on the jackknife sofa. You know, it was just I felt the depression in the middle.
Well, the number one thing about sleeping in a vehicle is number one is the weather. The weather is the number one most important thing. And number two is the how comfortable your sleeping area is.
Yeah.
And that's why I was going to mention this to Rosie. I was brainstorming this build for the Lisa Marie, and I thought to myself, okay, we all know, and you guys can look this up, that a queen bed is 80 inches long, and a twin bed and full-size bed is 75 inches long, which is at 6'3". And I was thinking to myself and envisioning this. I've seen a lot of people put a mattress in a conversion van, and if I know that can be done in a conversion van, which is 2 feet shorter than a Class B, most Class Bs, that it could be done in a Class B. So I was just
17 feet or something.
right, which is so I was just envisioning a bed frame where I could fit in this full size mattress.
Never have, Maggie.
And,
No, I haven't,
and
honey.
pick the mattress that I want, and I just thought it would be you save a lot of money as opposed to getting a custom mattress made, and also you'd have many mattress manufacturers to choose from and really pick the one that you like. Now I just want to tell people this. I've laid on a lot of mattresses, and I think the best one, and I just want to get everybody's opinion on this, but I think that the best mattress that I've ever laid on is the Beauty Rest Black Extra Firm Non-Pillow Top by Beauty Rest. And that mattress is $2,000.
No, gosh, I
But-
can't do that.
But the bottom line is that not all mattresses are made the same. So I encourage people to really do, but the one reason that I brought this up was Rosie, don't you think it's cool if somebody is doing a camper van build where they can make a bed frame that at least will fit a full or
Yeah.
twin size mattress, so that you can save literally hundreds. I mean, a custom
Yes.
mattress can run you $1,000 or more.
I think it makes sense. Now, Maggie asked me if I've ever been asked to move by the cops. The only reason, it might have happened before, but I can't remember it, but I'll tell you, the Walmart, in one place that we went, they said, oh, it's okay. The guard was like, yeah, was it Walmart or what was it?
It was Walmart. Yeah.
Walmart. And the guard earlier said, yeah, you can park on the property.
Right.
And then later got the royal boot off of the property. They're
Right.
a different guard.
A
So
different
sometimes you'll get two different stories.
Right.
I'm not living in sin, HX. For dessert, I am bacon triple berry pie.
I think there's a troll account of HX.
Oh, buy the best. There you go, Juice.
There's been a troll account of HX that has been trolling me. It's not the real HX, just to let you know.
Yeah.
So the real HX Ember is not a troll, but there is somebody impersonating. So I hope your mods can ban the impersonator HX. Because there is a troll account of HX. So.
Hey, Kawana. Yeah, I mean, there's, as long as, a troll here and there.
Rosie, just a quick opinion on yours. What are some of the best mattresses out there? You never really talked about
I don't
this
really
that much.
know. I mean, I bought just a midline mattress. I know I need a new one at home because I'm a terrible sleeper. It says volumes that I sleep better in my van than I do, and of course I'll go home and Missy Jenn will say, "Well, move it. Go ahead, move into the van. Move into
Do you
the
like
van."
a firm
Yeah.
mattress or soft?
I can tell you, Missy Jenn, you're living the high life right now. You got that whole big bed, and Georgie on there, and
Well, when I had a
sprawled all
girlfriend,
out. Enjoy it while it lasts.
when I had a girlfriend, I never liked to sleep with her in the same bed because I move around a lot, or you got to get up in the middle of the night and take a leak. And I've always have not been comfortable sleeping with someone in a bed. I like to have my own space. So.
You get used to it. Hey, Scotty, Sandy, I mean, how are you? You can always put a composting toilet in a, that seems to be the trend anyway these days, is composting toilets. If you build the bed properly, I've seen some people have a lift up lid section of it that the composting toilet is below, and you just sit on it and do your business.
Rosie,
It can be as fancy as you want it to be. In composting toilets, they seem to be more environmentally friendly than.
Yeah. So Rosie, if you
I don't know. I haven't had one. Tempur-Pedic.
If you did
Oh,
get
that's cool. McFly says get a Tempur-Pedic. You can jump on it, and your partner won't even know that you're jumping.
if you did get a mattress in here, Rosie, and a lot of people don't notice, but when I had an apartment for years, the only piece of furniture that I had in here,
I think I could fit a standard twin. I could fit a twin in here.
believe it or not, the whole time that I had an apartment in my life for the years, the only thing that I owned in there was an air mattress. And air mattresses are actually a lot more comfortable
Casper's a
than
good
people
phone
think. But
one. That's cool.
my question to you is, Rosie, if you did buy a mattress for this van, right? What kind of mattress would it be? You never really talked about it.
Oh, I don't know the brands as well. Like I know Sealy's top of the line. Sealy and Simmons tend
Would it
to
be
dominate.
firm or pillow top or
Well,
soft?
I think a firm is just I think you get older, you got to start getting away from the firm.
Really?
I've noticed as I've gotten older that a firm puts more pressure on your joints, and it can create some nighttime neuropathy of tingling in your
Okay.
hands. I really want to seek out a softer. I want to seek out a softer mattress. You have a mattress, a perfect homemade one. Well, that's what I say, Crystal Jones. I probably won't ever mess with this because this is beyond. I tried to make this as comfortable as possible for Missy Jenn when we spent a couple nights in here on the road, but it's not cool for two people and a dog. So, but now it's absolutely ideal for
So,
one person.
you
So
actually-
I'm not going to mess with it, Crystal. I'm going to keep it the way it is.
Do you actually prefer a softer mattress?
Yeah, I think as you get older,
Mhm.
you start to get pressure points. You don't have as much fat maybe in skin and
So for you, you're saying that a memory foam mattress would be more comfortable than a spring mattress?
I think something with, I'm not talking about a cloud, but I'm talking about something that's more comfortable. Because everybody's, get extra firm, it's good for your back, and I got extra firm. Okay, it was good for, what has it been, 8 years on the, I think it's
Well,
8 years on the
there's-
Rancho, and now I feel like I need something softer. So.
there's a couple of mattresses in the industry to let you know about, because I did a lot of research on this. There's the traditional pillow top that we all know about.
Yeah.
And I've been told that double-sided mattresses are not made as good as a single-sided mattress. That's what I was told, that the construction of the single-sided ones are better. So they do make the traditional pillow top, which is real soft.
Yeah, we tend to flip it every
And
6 months or so.
that's the one that most women get. They love the soft. And then you have the firm, and then you have what they call the plush top. I don't know if you ever heard of the plush top.
There you go, McFly.
The plush top is a new mattress it's not a full pillow top, but it has a layer of memory foam on the top. So maybe that's what you would like.
Yeah, maybe something
As
like
a plush
that.
top.
So yeah, that's right. McFly said you leave your bed for the nursing home bed. That's right. Yeah, a water bed in a moving vehicle. No, I've never had a water bed. I've done the horizontal mambo plenty of times on a water bed, and to tell you the truth, it wasn't my greatest.
One thing I wanted to mention is, Wonder Dental?
Wasn't my greatest effort. Yeah.
Have you known
Yeah,
Wonder Dental?
Yeah.
Wonder Dental is a guy who's part-time class beer, but anyways, he has a wide body, and he was able to get some sort of a hotel-size real spring mattress and fit it on the back of his wide body sideways. He's got the luxury of doing that because it's sideways. But I just think that doing a van build on any van, if you can fit a real mattress in there and save hundreds of dollars on a custom mattress, it save you $100, and it give you all the choices of picking what you want, and it really go a long way in the comfort.
I'm crazy says, question Elvis, your RV camper van won't last forever. What will you do then? How will you afford another one on there?
I think that.
Yeah, I think so, Maggie. I have. Maggie says, when you travel in the van, do you stay a night or so in the motel to freshen up? I've not been in a motel since June in Omaha, Nebraska. That means all through Battle Creek, all through Toronto, all through Buffalo, Baltimore, Cumberland, Maryland, Detroit, Chicago, Cheyenne, La Platte, Reno. I've not spent one night in a hotel or motel since June. And I haven't really felt the need to. I know Coates does that, and that's fine for Coates 9500. That's
right.
His deal. I think he enjoys being out of the van, and he has the money to be able to do that. Right. But do you think I ever look like I felt the need to seek out a hotel or a motel?
Absolutely. If you get a good night's sleep and you can go take a shower at the gym, why would you want to spend $60, $80, $100 for a hotel room?
I hope that answers that, Maggie, because I've already proven I can sleep.
I want to answer the question.
90 degrees, 95 degrees, and 90% humidity at nighttime. I've never had AC in the van in the deserts of Utah, the humidity of Chicago, Detroit.
I want to answer that question. I get this question all the time. Elvis, what are you going to do if you have a major breakdown in Elisa Marie? What are you going to do if
you would talk about taking it to an RV, just having it drop?
Exactly. What are you going to do, Elvis, if your head gasket goes out, your transmission goes out, you have major engine work, something that would cost $2,000-$3,000? Well, I have a couple choices. I could take the rig and try to find a RV park to put it in and just live in the rig until I could get the funds to fix the rig, or if I could get a mechanic that would accept, say, a payment plan if I don't have enough money to fix it, or even find a private property, someone who has a private property where I could just put the rig there and stay static and just live in it until I get the funds to fix it. My other option would be, well, if it would cost too much money to fix, and if I was able to find another rig that I could afford to live in for the time being, like, say, a minivan or something of that nature, I could do that and then store this rig until I'd be able to fix it. You never just junk a Class B camper van. They're worth a lot of money. They're too expensive to replace. And it's not one of those things that you just take to the junkyard. You have to get it fixed. There is no other option. So that's what I would do. There's options on doing that. You never like, it's like saying if your home, like the home that you live in, if something breaks in your home, you fix it. If your toilet breaks, you fix it. That's the same thing with a motorhome. This is not a vehicle, it's a home.
Somebody asked me how I stay cool at night. I have been in some wretchedly, as brutal as the United States can dish out in summertime. I've been through it without AC. How do I do it? And that's having the windows down 1 inch on each side. I don't have any pop-out windows or flow, okay? Now, I was in Chicago and Detroit with high humidity. It's just that it's a Native American sweat tent in there, okay? There's no, just get naked, lay there. Now, luckily, Patricia Wakefield, one of my wonderful subscribers, sent me a fan. That fan was the difference between getting a hotel room in Yuma and throwing in a towel and surviving and thriving in nights when I'm going to bed when it's 95 degrees, 92 degrees, and waking up and it's 85 degrees. That little thing runs on batteries. It holds a heck of a charge. It has variable speed and a light. I hang it from the ceiling and you can direct the flow of air. Just that little fan made the difference to me in being able to beat the man no matter what weather conditions are out there. Now, cold weather is a different story, okay? And I don't really want to seek out places that I'm going to be cold. I might do it just for a lark in Lake Tahoe in the snowy area there. But otherwise, having that little fan that's that big around helped me to get through the first hour or two is miserable. But then when you need to sleep, when you're tired enough, you will sleep. And I thought to myself, what did people do before they had AC? You know, I grew up in Baltimore, 95 degrees, 90% humidity in summertime. We didn't have AC or anything like that. We just, we just had a fan. That was about it. So, yeah, plug-in 12-volt fan would be better. But this thing that Patricia has really double batteries that recharge. I also have this big power block you can see here that is currently 100% charged. This would run that fan for 36 hours, okay? Or it could charge my cell phone about 10 times here, okay? This is my chooching block that my Samsung Galaxy can go about 2.5 hours on its own power. But with this pack, I can literally
look how big it is compared to a cheap
yeah, look
one.
at how thick it is here.
Compared to a cheap one.
Yeah, I can literally go with the Galaxy. I can go almost 40 hours.
This is a $25 one at Walmart. I don't know how much this costs.
$50. It's 30,000 milliamp hour.
Yep.
Now it's heavy. D wouldn't carry it because it pulled his pants.
This
down,
is 5,200 milliamps.
Yeah.
So it's about the size of a cell phone.
This is 30,000, so it's about 6 times the capacity of that. This has been I did a video on Murphy. This has been my greatest traveling companion for keeping.
But it's so heavy and bulky, though.
Well, I can put it in my pocket as long as I wear a belt on my drawers and I don't have an equipment malfunction. And I'm used to carrying it, okay? Now, do I like to carry a white cord when I travel? No, I think you should have a black cord for the street scenes and stuff that just blends in better. But it is what it is. There it is. That's what did it. Could rig up another. Well, there it is. So this is what keeps. I also plug that fan into here too at night, so it's always charged up. But I never really complained the next day before I had that fan in that. Chicago and Detroit was much more miserable because of the humidity. And even though I'd been offered the use of a Class A motor home, I declined it because I wanted to test myself and see if I could boondock in any conditions. And now I've done that. When you go to bed and it's 12:30 at night and it's 95 degrees, brother, you're cooking with gas at that time. You should have a T-shirt done with "Okay, love when you say it," with the word "Okay, love when you say it." I'm not quite sure what that means, but I never wanted. Hey D, how you doing?
Hey,
there's
D.
D, turn on D, turn on your comment section. I can't comment on any of your videos.
Yeah, your comments are off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to put your comments on so I can leave you a comment on your.
Or you can at least approve comments. Put them on approval.
Put them on approval, and then I can leave a comment for you. I'm watching all your content, and I can't leave a comment on there.
What do Winky Whispers say? What
when you say the word okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew said, yeah, D, I can't troll you.
You know,
I turn them off, but oh, good, I'm glad they're back on, okay? Because I'm watching your content in Marshall's, what's D up to today? And
hey, you know,
he'll watch it, he can't leave a comment.
Oklahoma is one of the most boring states where Juice lives. It's flat.
I think it's what you make it when you go visit. I can find some excitement in Oklahoma City and Guthrie, out there in some of the other oil country and other things. T. Boone Pickens country.
I think the only excitement there is the tornado chasing.
Well, I don't know. Gonna take a shower, but I'll be listening. Okay, Winky. Yeah, how's everything going, D? Are you finding it to your liking down there in
Where is he at
Texas? Now? He should be in Texas.
Where are you at now, D? Where did you get to, bro?
I think he's in Dallas now.
Let's see, what is this guy saying there?
Say glad you made it safe. Yeah, I know T. Boone Pickens died not too long ago. He was in Bartlesville, Oklahoma there.
Bartersville. Oh, okay. I know where that's. Oh, I know where that's at. I went. That's by the state line of Kansas. I went there to look for a motorhome.
I'm still working. Started this morning at 7 a.m. Good for you. Okay.
What does he say?
How much money do I save a month for emergencies?
That's a question for me, not you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Elvis, how much money do you save? Get a Royal battery-powered shop fan there. I have a really great fan that Patricia Wakefield sent me. It's wonderful. How much do you save them? Are you a saver? Or are you...
Well, I try to stay as frugal as possible. Every month changes, your income changes on YouTube. It's not like a regular job where you make the same amount every week at a 9-to-5 ham and egg job. Every month you get a different paycheck, and you have to live on that money the whole month. You have to make it work out. So all I can do is just do my best to put out quality content, and because every month it fluctuates. Sometimes I have a good month, sometimes it's not so good. So that's the way you live when you do what I'm doing. So
hi Rosie, long-time lurker. How you doing, lady? Thank you. Yes, he paid my money back. Yes, he did. We did that on the morning shoot. He showed the withdrawal from the bank, and we counted it here on the air. So okay, so that answers that. So do you get welfare, Elvis? Do you get any welfare?
No, I don't, but technically if I'm making under $1,200 a month, according to every state in this country, you can get an EBT card, and according to the income guidelines in most of the states in every country, you can even get what they call state Medicaid. It's a program administered by the state that you can get, and it's free health care. Now, if you make a little bit more money, then you'll have to get Obamacare, and you'll have to pick one of the packages on Obamacare and pay for it depending on what your income level is. And the less money you make, the less you pay. The more money you make, the more you pay. And I haven't been able to get on. I applied for Illinois Medicaid, and they never called me back. They never messaged me back. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but there's income guidelines on that.
If I can get a signal, Johnny, I might try to go live a little bit tonight from Tijuana. I was lucky the last time.
Yeah.
I was able to do that. So.
And by the way, if somebody...
The word is assistant equals welfare, so yes.
If you have zero income coming in a month, if you don't have any income...
Thank you, Simon, baby doll.
Like for a person that's homeless who has no income, if you don't have a disability check, you can get up to $194 food stamps a month from any state government. And then... But like I said, I heard the state of Wisconsin actually gives free apartments to people. There's some states out there that are more giving.
All right, take care.
I don't know about California, but
I don't know. I've never been on.
So where is D at now?
He's in Dallas, Texas.
He's already made it?
Yep. He was already at work early this morning at 7 a.m.
What kind of a job is he doing down
Cooking.
there? Oh, okay. That's cool. I wish you the best of luck down there.
Let's see. As soon as my company gets here, it'll be for me too. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close it out now. It's been, yes, I can see you. I can see you. You can call me LA. Yes. I'm going to go ahead, and it's been about an hour, 43 minutes, and I got to use the restroom after this coffee. So, if the Miss America has no welfare system, I don't know. I've never been on. I've never collected any benefits from the state. I've paid in. I've always been a payer to it. All right. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for being along today. Very nice chooch today. I'm going to take the rest of it. Obviously, the sun isn't going to come out. It's too late to get all duded up for the beach today. So I'm going to be finishing some video and putting that up, and then get cleaned up tonight and over the border, a Tijuana night coming up. So everybody, thank you for being along, and your thumbs up are appreciated. I appreciate the well wishes for safe travel, Have a wonderful day, and if you can't be good, be funny. All right, thanks everybody. Woo.
Ooh.